My thoughts on the Bloodline
What is up, y'all?
Acknowledgement
It's your boy
ceremony
Fear,
segment
back at it
and
with another
theories of when
video.
Roman
And
Reigns will
this
return.
video, I'm really just gonna chop it up with y'all, and I want to talk about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown and what I think it means for the future. Most notably, Roman Reigns returning. So, firstly, before we get into anything, I want to say thank y'all to everyone who follows and or subscribes over on my YT page, on my YT channel, because this video is also going to go there. Um, Thank y'all. Y'all are appreciated. Y'all are loved. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Uh, I got 86 followers here. That's crazy because I've been stuck at like the 50s and 60s for a long time, and to have 86 is mind blowing. I've got 26 over on the YT. That's that's a win for me considering the fact that I've been stuck at 15 subs over there for the longest time. It's just, it means a lot to me. I want to thank y'all. Y'all are the best. I love y'all. And before we get into it, be sure to follow and subscribe to stay up to date with me on YT and TikTok. I post my YT shorts. I also post gaming videos over there. Currently, right now, I've got a few series going. I've got Batman Arkham Knight. I've got a Bully series I've completed. I've got what else do I have? I have a Dead Space series I'm still working on, and I have WWE 2K22 series I'm working on, and we got some good stuff going over on YT and some more stuff on the way. So be sure to sub to me over there if y'all haven't already, and obviously follow me here too because I got content coming. I got some heat coming for y'all, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so Friday Night SmackDown was the Bloodline Acknowledgement ceremony. This was when Solo was officially supposed to be anointed as the tribal chief. And also, Jacob Fatu was going to officially be inducted into the Bloodline during this ceremony. Now, quick praise to Paul Heyman. This man really sold how much stress, anxiety, and, how much stress and anxiety that this man is under. He looked unkempt in the face, like he had shaved, his hair was graying, he hadn't dyed it black, his eyes had bags, and his eyes were big and wide and bloodshot, like this man clearly hadn't slept. And even down to the little minute things like the facial expressions that this man would make, you could tell just how horrified, terrified, stressed, and anxious he is. You could tell. So, obviously, Paul and the Bloodline, they come out to the ring. Solo is doing his whole thing. Everybody is acknowledging Solo, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. And then Solo turns his attention to Paul. And he's like, you got one chance. You got one shot. Acknowledge me as your tribal chief. And then he brings out the ceremonial lei, right? That is Roman Reigns. What he wears. And he's going to force him to put the lei on him, officially anointing him as the new tribal chief. So Paul grabs it, and this man looks like he's about to have a full-on nervous breakdown. He looks like he's about ready to cry. And you honestly feel sorry for him. You really do, because he's really selling how distraught he is at the prospect of, making Solo or acknowledging him as the new tribal chief. And when you think Paul is gonna pull one of his classic moves and act cowardly to save himself, even if he doesn't believe Solo is the tribal chief, he's of the mentality, okay, I'm just gonna tell him what he wants to hear just so he doesn't hurt me. Instead, he stands on business and he says, I don't acknowledge you as my tribal chief. You are not my tribal chief. And of course, that's when Solo, he was done. He wasn't having it. He hit him with the Samoan spike. The Bloodline just started beating the mess out of Paul Heyman. And then Jacob Fatu hit him with a flying headbutt off the turnbuckle. And to finish him off, they hit him with the triple power bomb outside the ring through the table. And Paul Heyman was done. He was out for the count. GG, thanks for coming, Paul. You just got sent to the Shadow Realm. But what I think this means is I think it's a prelude for Roman Reigns' return. I think this was them building up and foreshadowing the return is sooner rather than later. Now, there's some debate about when Roman Reigns could return. Some people say he's going to return at Money in the Bank. Personally, I don't see it being that soon. Not that soon. But there is some debate going on that he could be back at SummerSlam. Now, that is a bit more likely. And then there's also some people saying he could return at Bash in Berlin. Which do I think would be best? I think Bash in Berlin would probably be best for him to return, but I could also make a definitive argument for SummerSlam. But ultimately, we all know when Roman Reigns returns, it's gonna be an enormous pop. It's going to be, my God. And the battle with the Bloodline is going to be crazy. The Bloodline civil war between the old faction and the new faction is going to be crazy. But what do you guys think about this? Those were my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. Like usual, subscribe and follow to stay up to date with your fierce geek culture. And I will see y'all on my next video. Peace.